going, everyone? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in my 2001 Dodge Dakota RT with 43,114 actual miles. Kick my AC on. Go, nice and cold. All right, so again, we have an 01 Dodge Dakota RT. This is a true Dakota RT. This has the standard 5.9 liter Magnum V8. They're obviously all fuel injected. They make 250 and I believe 345 foot-pounds of torque. So they're not a crazy horsepower setup, but these trucks aren't terribly heavy. So it's got plenty of power to do what you want to do. It runs really well. I believe the transmission, don't quote me, I think it's a 46E overdrive automatic. It's the standard driveline that this truck would have came with. Nothing's really been modified other than the shocks have been upgraded to an Edelbrock shock. This thing drives like a brand new truck. I would drive this thing every single day. There is nothing to complain about mechanically. Again, motor, transmission, rear end, steering, brakes, everything does exactly what you want it to do, and it is all factory stock equipment. Still retains the original manifolds, full factory exhaust. You really don't hear the exhaust at all. I got the AC on, it's blowing nice and cold. The heat also works. Everything on this truck, front to back, works like it should. I got multiple keys, multiple key fobs. This is a clean Carfax, no accidents, no damage ever reported. I have some miscellaneous receipts for paperwork. I bought this from a meticulous gentleman down in the Dallas area. I actually bought 3 vehicles from him. This was one of his personal vehicles that he was driving as a secondary truck. And again, this is just a fantastic Dakota RT. Everything works and it's just very nice. On the interior, it is all stock. The only thing that's been modified on the inside is you do have an aftermarket Pioneer stereo. Does not bother me one bit. It is a Bluetooth setup, so you can hook your phone up to it. Stereo works. Again, all your lights, gauges, horn, wipers, radio, heat, AC, parking brake, cruise. Again, heat and air conditioner. Everything is working like it should. You have your factory center console, which opens and closes great. You have your cup holders down here. This does have the overhead console. There is a small little scuff on the top of the console. If you can see it in the video, there's a small little scuff there. This does have the garage door, programmable doors there. This is a factory power seat, as you can see. The seat works like it should. I've actually had another one of these that did the same thing. There is if you slide back and forth, you get a little bit of play in the seat. If you can see it there, it'll move like a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch forward or back. But the seat itself is bolted down like it needs to. There's just a little bit of play in the mechanical system there. That's my only complaint on the whole truck. Turn signals work like they should. Temperature gauge is coming up good. Great oil pressure. Tach's working. Speedo's working. These are fun little trucks, and now that it's warmed up, we'll kind of get on it here a little bit. Some other options, again, you have cruise, which works. You have the tilt. The aftermarket, obviously, stereo, like I mentioned. Back seat is super clean. You have your factory floor mats up front. Headliner's nice. The truck does not have any weird smells on the inside. I actually really like these trucks. They're a lot of fun to drive, and they're really easy trucks to drive as well. Make sure my cameras are all on. There we go. This opens and closes properly for your sunglasses. You have the overhead console again. All right, we'll get on it here a little bit. Test out the little 5.9. Yeah, it runs well. They're fun little trucks. Downshifts like it should when you get into the throttle further. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing to complain about. If you're looking for a first vehicle for someone or something for yourself to drive every single day, this is a great option for the price point. Again, 2-owner truck, bought it from a gentleman down in Dallas. He bought it back in 2004. Carfax is clean. Good service records, good paperwork on the truck. The underneath is spotless. It has 0 issues. Nothing to complain about whatsoever on the bottom. Shows exactly like a 43,000. Actually, shows a lot cleaner than a 43,000 mile truck. But again, there's nothing to complain about on the bottom. On your exterior, Two of the wheels have just a slight little imperfection, little curb rash, just minimal stuff. Front bumper and rear bumper have a couple little scuffs. The rest of the paint, it's the original bright metallics, or bright silver metallic. Shows awesome. Nothing to really nitpick. The truck is just super clean. Kick my cruise on here. There you go. Cruise kicks on. Kick that off. Yeah, I'm searching to find something on the interior other than this little scuff right here. That's about it. And again, I'll take some good photos of the exterior cosmetic flaws, but they're all really minimal. These trucks are really fun to drive. You can leave them stock. They don't, they're not crazy powerhouses by any means, but if you can do some little things to them, get some more power out of them. But for these kind of trucks, if you're just buying this to drive it every day, there's nothing that you really need to do. Go take it down our bumpy road here. Again, the factory brakes work great. Again, you do get that little slide in the seat. That'd be the one thing that I would fix on it, but you don't have to. Suspension, other than the Edelbrock shocks, is all stock. Performs great, drives down any road like a brand new pickup. All your power options like power locks, power windows, all that stuff works. You do have your power mirrors, they work as well. Move that here, up, down. Yep, that one's working. That one's working as well. And then again, you have your power option windows. Those work like they should. Again, back seat is like brand new. Those are the pop open windows. And then you have your rear window defrost, which works well. Glass is all really nice. No stone chips in the windshield. Back glass, again, you have your defrost, electric defrost lines on the window. Kick that on. Yep, the little button works. AC, again, is nice and cold. Dash doesn't have any cracks. Driving position is super comfortable. For being a smaller little sports truck, there's plenty of room in here. Obviously, the back seat's not gonna have a ton of room, but if you slide these seats forward, you could put two people back there if you have to. There's tons of room between you and this person over there. So there's plenty of interior cab space. If I was gonna keep this truck, I'd definitely put one of the catback exhaust systems on it just to get a little bit more sound out of it. But right now you don't really even hear the exhaust. It's just more motor. No wind noise. This is just one of those later model, low mileage, no nonsense vehicles. Other than this little seat that moves, see that there? And then just some little paint flaws. That's about it. The truck is extremely clean. You do have a little spray-in bed liner in the back. And this Traverse in front of us needs to go to the mechanic shop because they are burning some oil. Some blue smoke coming out of their tailpipe in there. It's a bad deal. But I'm not here to judge. But overall, if you haven't figured out during this video, there's pretty much nothing to complain about on this truck. It's extremely nice front to back. We bought it from a gentleman that was very meticulous on all three of the vehicles that I purchased from him. He was downsizing his collection, and we were fortunate enough to be the ones to buy all three of them. And this is a great Dodge Dakota RT. These trucks are a lot of fun. You drive nice. You drive them every single day. Drive them across the country. Technology is modern enough where it's kind of a worry-free system. All of your information center, these have the digital display below the tach and the speedometer with like the warning lights, and all that stuff comes on when you turn the key on like it's supposed to. Toggle through your system here. Currently getting 11 miles to the gallon. Look at that, 14, 15. Got 115 miles. Up there. There you go, 66 degrees outside. I think that's a little shy. It's a little warmer than that. But we were in our nice building for a while, so. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. Make sure you check out the virtual description along with the additional informations tab on my website, pcclassiccars.com. I will catch you guys on my next test drive video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for watching.